Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. I go by Lune, and what I'm creating for you today could just be a relaxing video, could be a method for you to communicate with your subconscious, and if you're open to the concept of energy work by proxy, such as like the power of prayer, or the power of intention, or the power of directing energy and tapping into the unseen forces, electromagnetism, chi, prana, your higher soul, stuff like that. You could also use this, of course, as an energy work session. I stated already that I go by Lune, and I truly practice, teach, study healing arts modalities, and I'm just fascinated by it. I've personally seen so much transformation in my life with these methods, or the unlimited amount of methods that we can work with or even create for ourselves. So I like to pass them on. Our session today might be a little heavy for some people, but of course that depends on where we're all at individually and how we feel about all this, what's going on in our lives. But our theme is about the intentional fracture in our families or relationships or friendships. Any dynamic would work for this. Originally, when I thought of this theme, it was more family focused. However, that's just me, so it might be it's definitely something that we could use for any type of relationship that we want to intentionally sever ourselves from. Sorry for the... I even wanted to dress tough today for this, So, many of us have had experiences, whether, again, it's through a family dynamic or a friendship or another kind of romantic relationship, perhaps, that is just not healthy for us. It's just not supporting us. It's not balanced. In fact, it might even be on the more extreme of those sides. So what I wanted to do is to create a conversation and opportunity for maybe someone to hear this message, but it's okay to protect yourself. It's okay to cut the cord. It's okay to remove yourself from people's lives if they are bad for you. And sometimes there's a lot of taboo regarding that, to not speak to a family member, or to have a bad relationship with a sibling, or to have an ex-best friend or something like that. There can be a lot of shame regarding these sort of situations that we are necessary for us. So I just want to vocalize to you and validate it's okay for you to protect and preserve your own energy and yourself. It's, not the easiest thing to do. So if you've had to do that, you're not alone, and there's no shame in this, and I hope that you don't feel shame. So what we're going to be focused on in our session is the deliberate severing of a relationship, as if we have thrown a knife into the earth and literally fractured the continent to separate us from these people. Now, people grow, things can change. This isn't like, condemning someone, or it's not putting blame. It's not about that. It's about forging your own path. And to complement this, I also would love for us to focus on the propagation of your new circle, your new family, the family you create, the friend group you create, the new relationships you create, whatever the case may be for you. You're able to cut off, just like we might cut off a vine, put it in some water, let it heal, let it have that emotional experience and also the opportunity to grow from that, and then be placed into fertile soil, safe, fertile, clean soil with all the nutrients we may need, and then from there we can grow new systems and stuff. So Of course, there's a lot of healing that goes in with all of this, but I just wanted to create this opportunity here for anyone that this resonates with. So let's start with our candle. Again, please forgive my lengthy intro. It's just something that I really needed to speak about. Sometimes I can go right in. Sometimes I really need to talk to you, so thanks for understanding that. Okay, so have one of these candles from the last batch that I made for Patreon. So this is a Pisces theme, which I think is perfect for this, no matter what time of year you're watching, because it's kind of like the closing of a cycle, or kind of has themes of, you know, don't be scared, but like of like death, rebirth, that kind of stuff. So the candle here has some corresponding herbs, crystals, colors, and intentions to supporting, you know, new cycles. So I thought it would be a good fit. And we're going to use this incense. I'm just going to rest it on you first. Or not. Sorry about that. Incense matches. Just a few left. We'll light our candle. So, truly, 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 on behalf of the highest and greatest good, in perfect comfort and alignment, our intention today is to connect with our personal power, you know, our boundaries, to sever ourselves from a relationship, or, you know, to let us know that it's okay to do this when we need to. You know, you'll know, obviously. And if you have a problem knowing or you're not sure, I hope, you know, set an intention as well for clarity regarding this for you. Okay. There are some times people don't have our best intentions in heart, or they have narcissistic tendencies, or they're just, for whatever reason, just not good for us. You know, it's not about them not vibing with us. It's not like that. It's like they're actually not good for us. They actually hurt us every single time. They constantly put us in positions that we might be hurt or something of this nature, right? Like a carelessness with us, and it's okay to sever yourself. So our intention is to cut through, to release this relationship. We're going to do some cord cutting, cord treating. We're going to redirect our own drained energy back to us, reclaim, call back all of our personal energy to us, and just fortify the, again, propagation, the cultivation of your own circles, your own friendships, your own family. You don't have to repeat, you know? You don't have to repeat what was from your family. You have the chance to do it different now. Or you don't have to repeat the cycles you had in the past 5 relationships or something. You can stop and turn and create something different for yourself. Okay? So, if you have your own intention you would like to set, please send it in to the light, to the warmth, to the portal, to the gateway, to the doorway, the passage, into the ether, the universe within, the universe without, and communicate, okay? Great. I'm gonna grab that incense that I dropped. This is a really lovely agarwood rope incense. Okay. to energize you, to empower you, to send you these energy munchies, little fuel. So cool, right? We're just gonna fan this through. Above and below. Reminding you, and I will continue to remind you, of course, how powerful you are, how supported, even if you didn't know that support in your household, let's say, growing up, there's more to support you. Even if your friendships or relationships were toxic, there are healthy options, there are healthy pathways, supportive pathways, empowered channels we can connect with, so we don't fall into that again, or don't permit or allow. Because like I said, I really see us on like separate continents here. Quick little story, because I don't think anyone will remember this, but if you do, please let me know, because I'd really be interested. When I was little, my mom owned like a bookstore, not a brick and mortar bookstore, kind of like a, a Scholastic kind of deal. And we just had tons of children's books. She was really passionate about children's books. That was her thing. And because of that, I was like exposed to different things that I like, different storybooks that I probably wouldn't have gotten just in school or something. Anyway, there was one that had a video. There was like a video that we watched, I remember. Sorry, this is like going back for me. Like 35 years or something, I don't know. But there was a story called Teeny Tiny and the Witch Woman. And I loved it so much. It was kind of scary, like for a kid it was scary. And it was about this boy, teeny tiny, and his two brothers. I could be messing this up a little bit. But teeny tiny and these two brothers. And they got lost in the woods when they were playing, and it got dark. And they stumbled across this house of a witch, right? Like a witch in the woods, right? And, she was, the stories usually go with witches in the woods, that they can eat these kids, right? Sorry. And teeny tiny was smart, so he like tricked her into like doing stuff because she was waiting for them to sleep, and then she was gonna hurt them, right? So the brothers fell asleep, but teeny tiny was like, no, like we can't do this, we have to get out of here. So he like spied and crept on her as she was doing something for teeny tiny. And these things fell out of her pockets, like a soap, a needle, and a sword, or like a dagger or something. And they were her magical items. And as they finally were running away, he would chuck one of the items at her. So he threw the soap, and it made this big soapy bubbly mountain, and it slowed her down because she had to go around it. She couldn't go through it. The same with the needle. The needle turned into a mountain of needles, and she couldn't run through it. She had to go around it. And then finally he threw the knife, and the knife stuck in the earth, and it carved through the earth and separated, so big that she couldn't go over it and she couldn't go around it. Like, that was kind of the thing. And it's really the mental image that I have here. Like, cut yourself off from the bad energy that is trying to consume you, or just doesn't care about your free will, your well-being. Your free will, your well-being, all of this stuff. So if you've seen that, please let me know. Maybe we can find it on YouTube. But sorry for telling you that story. But that's the visual here, truly. Okay. And here we have our little dagger. Alright, so we're teeny tiny, guys. We're teeny tiny. I'm sorry I'm laughing, but laughter really is such a strong, powerful, protective energy. So we're gonna see, right? I'm not gonna aim this at you, but here's our sweet dagger. This is from Orify. I don't know if she still makes them, but they're very cool. It's very dull. It's just kind of like a cookie, like a knife cookie, but made out of glass. Very, very okay. We're not danger here, but it is symbolic, right? So we're gonna see ourselves. Close your eyes and envision yourself holding a knife, a dagger, a sword, a laser beam, a strike of lightning, anything that comes to mind for you. And I want you to grab it with your hands and see in the distance the whether it's the home or the person or the friend group or the whatever it is. And if you don't want to see it, just give them a color, or give them a letter or something that you can see off in the distance. Take your knife or whatever yours is and plunge it into the earth, okay? We're gonna plunge and carve and carve and carve and carve all around you. Okay. All the way through. So big, so deep, so wide, so far. Nothing can get over or through or across. Okay? We're in and we've carved through in all directions. Okay? The space is clear. You're safe here. Okay? They're far away. Further and further and farther and farther away. Okay? And now that they're gone, let's address our healing. Okay? Cords are formed through emotion, and a lot of the times we have, excuse me, I'm so sorry, let me bring you back. And a lot of the times we have these emotions with these people or these groups. How could we not? So we're gonna cut those emotional cords. Okay, we're gonna use my little snake scissors and we're gonna cut and cut, cutting those emotional cords from all around you related to this person, this group, this draining cord, this draining emotion. Cutting all around you. It's gone, okay? We're intending to connect with all the uncomfortable emotions around this relationship, this dynamic. They are long gone, but let's just take care of these cords. Some of them are really deep. Okay, let it be gone. Command the release. Birds are cheering you on, singing your praises, holding space for you. Messengers of hope, of dawn, of a new day. Okay. Just gonna use a little of this oil. From Bella's Enchanted Perfumery. Please don't fall. I'm just gonna anoint my fingertips just a little bit. Don't need much. Okay, so addressing these cords, intending to connect with these cords, mending, soothing, healing, clearing out any last little glob, any last little pebble, any last portion of something stuck, harbored from the energetic, emotional, mental, and physical fields, the spiritual fields. Squeezing it out, like cleansing pores almost. Okay. If you have good memories, don't worry, those will stay, of course. It's just the energy of the negative we're clearing. Not to take away the memory as well of why you've done this, you know. Channeling through. And now redirecting back to you, your own energy. And we call from all sources, all fields, all areas, any of our personal energy that had been in any way manipulated away from us or anything like that, called back to you. Called and called back. Receive. I'm seeing symbols for Jupiter. It's a good sign. Have two of my favorite pairings of stones here. A golden healer piece and a amethyst celestial piece. And coincidentally, they both have these flat backs, so they're really nice to work with together. They just look like such a pair, right? So we want to call in to work with the physical, the emotional, the tangible, the forging of a new path, the forging of new dynamics, of building your own new circle or ring to focus on, you know, growing your own family as an example, as well as connecting with the spiritual, the intuitive, the creative, the expanded sort of way of connecting with this, the perspective of man, we could say, like human, and the perspective of spirit, and that you are both. So we want to really just embody these for the purpose of this healing, for the purpose of your connecting with your wholeness. So I'm just gonna massage these together and channel through as I do. Calling these dualistic nature within you, the archetypes of matter and pattern, of feelings and thoughts. Right, we're gonna tap. All through, grounding this in. face. Just brushing, combing. Again, reminding you how whole, how complete, how like you are the seed, you are the propagation, you are the cultivation. You can choose this. You have this power. Right? Don't let anything of your past in any way hold you to some sort of unfulfilled or misaligned course, Sometimes the lesson is, and I think for a lot of us, the lesson is in forging our own paths and change, and how much that holds not only for us but for the future generations, and how much as well it heals the past, so to speak, Just brushing this through you like this. Around and around, wrapping you up in your own wholeness, your own connection to that, to self-parent, to self-soothe, to self-love, to be your own best friends, to be the support you wish you had perhaps in the past, knowing you have it now and you always have. So protected, and it's not because you need a shield or a shell. It's because you are so fortified with your pureness, with who you are, with the knowing of who you are. And what could mess with you, right? It's gone. Have this spirit water. We're just like as if we're watering our new garden. Just gonna wrap this all through your etheric body. Channeling through, just witnessing you just for a moment, just holding this field and just witnessing you. Look at you, just look at you. It's beautiful. You're not responsible for other people's actions, only yours. And you can forgive if you're ready, and you can whatever you need to do, right? But what's most important is that you take the time, the space that you need. I mean, coming from a Cancer, we might take this to the extreme, right? But it's okay to pull away. And it's just necessary and divine. It's divine of you. If you are God, right? Why would we let someone hurt God? Why would we let someone disconnect us from that which we are? Okay, sweetie. Well, thank you so very much for allowing me to share a little piece of your path tonight. It's totally my honor. I just want to thank you just so very much, just truly, just beaming it out to you right now. From the very bottom of my heart, I bow to the divine in you and I, and to this beautiful